Oh, can't do anything without my morning coffee. Good morning, guys. This is Rick. I hope you're having a great day. And this is going to be the first of however many video logs from home. We're all stuck at home at the moment, or a lot of us are. And I thought, what a great opportunity to make some videos. You know, I'm stuck in, there's not a lot of work for me to do at the moment. So I thought I'd just grab the camera and just have a natter about not a lot really. So it's probably going to be quite boring watching these video logs, but if you want to tag along for the ride, then you're more than welcome. Now, excuse the sweaty look. I've just done a little bit of workout on the treadmill, and I don't do a lot. I do about between 20 and 25 minutes every morning. Most of that is walking uphill. I'll go to about a 15% incline, walking at about 5.5 kilometers an hour. And then if I'm feeling a little bit energized, I might have a little run for a couple of minutes. That's all on a flat surface. Just enough to get the blood pumping and a little bit of a sweat on. So it's very moderate exercise, but enough to stave off, you know, sort of ill health and all the rest of it. At least that's what we're told. Right, so today it's Sunday morning. I think it's still morning. Yeah, 11:30ish, getting on that way. I decided I'm going to have a little work in the garden today, as we can't go out. Well, I mean, we still can go out. Don't get me wrong. We're not properly locked down, but it's being highly encouraged that we stay at home. So for now, I'm staying at home, choosing to lock down. Anyway, thanks for all your comments on the previous video, and I was really interested reading through everybody's comments. I know a lot of you guys are a little bit concerned about this. Obviously, we're all in this together, and hopefully it's not going to be as prolonged as, you know, people are thinking it might be. But obviously it is what it is, and I guess we just got to get on and must knuckle down and just make of it what we can. So today I'm going to do a bit of work in the garden. I'm having some work done on the house, and I was going to get the conservatory replaced. The old conservatory is subsiding, and I need to take it down. Now, I was actually going to disassemble the conservatory this week. I'm going to disassemble it myself. I've got some brickwork that I need to clean up on the house. So I wanted some time when the conservatory wasn't there so I could get that all sorted out, and possibly some rendering done on the brickwork as well. And then get the guys in to, you know, dig the footings and actually do the proper conservatory. But obviously with everything that's going on, that's obviously on hold until, you know, further notice. But when they came to survey the place, I had to get these stones out of the way because they needed access to the drains. They wanted to inspect everything that was going on there in order to make the necessary decisions. But of course, it's left my garden in a right old state. So what I'm going to do, because if I'm going to be stuck at home, I'm probably going to want to go out into the garden. And we've got some nice weather at the moment. It's nice and sunny. It's lovely to see the sun, even though it is a little bit hazy. So today I'm going to tidy up the stones. I'm going to get these back again. I'm going to move the bench back here again and make it so that the garden's, you know, hopefully a nice place to be. And eventually, once the conservatory is done, I'm probably going to do the whole thing over in astroturf and get rid of the stones. I know my neighbour wants some stones in their front garden, so all I've got to do is get a wheelbarrow and a shovel and we're sorted. But anyway, that's plans for the future. But for now, I'm thinking it would be nice to go in the garden, and at the moment the garden looks like a blooming bomb site. So I'm going to go out there today, give it a little tidy up, and it'd be a nice little workout as well. And then hopefully I'll have somewhere nice to sit while we're waiting this bug out at home. Now, also, these things are full of soil. This is the soil that came from the apple tree that was there, which I've taken away. There was a big tub there, like that one next to it. Now, I've put the soil into these containers and I've left them in the conservatory to try to dry out some of the moisture, because they were really heavy. It was really wet soil, and I'm going to be throwing these away in my my green wheelie bin. But I don't think you're supposed to throw pure soil away, so I'm trying to keep it as lightweight as I can. because this is completely depleted soil, so nothing seems to want to grow in it apart from weeds. I'm going to do a bit of weeding, go around and get some of the weeds out of these planters and everything, and have just a little general tidy up, trying to take out some of those. I think those are irises, actually. I might leave those in. I'm not sure. Like I say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that area. I might actually use these bricks when I demolish them to actually make a brick wall, a bit like that white one there, so the same sort of height, to make a contained garden and actually have bare earth on there and then grow things. And we'll see. It's all I'm all, you know, thinking about it at the moment. It's all in a state of flux. So I thought my washing machine was going to fall over then. It just did a massive wobble. But yeah, fun and games. Right, let's go and get that green wheelie bin. Now this astroturf, well, it's not astroturf, it's artificial grass. It actually looks and feels quite a lot like grass. I've been quite impressed with it, and it's been down for a number of years, but for some reason this year it seems to have a load of weeds all growing out of it, and I think the weed seeds originated from that big tub you see there just in the upper middle part of the picture. Now, it always impresses me just how efficient nature is. I mean, if you think about that grass, it's just like, I guess it's made of some sort of plastic or you know, something similar to plastic. And underneath it is just pure concrete. There's no soil or anything like that there. Yet these weeds are growing really well. And as I was pulling them out, I realised their little root systems were running along underneath the artificial grass mat, obviously seeking out nutrients and things. But that particular area of the garden does get a little bit flooded, or it gets very wet when we get a lot of rain. So I'm assuming that most of the nutrients that those weeds are using are coming purely from the rainwater. Fortunately, they were nice and easy to clean up. Just had to pull everything out and then gave it a big scrub over with a really thick bristled brush, and that did seem to take care of everything. I've also been meaning to repair this little Buddha statue for forever, so I finally happened to have a tub of Gorilla Glue that was actually open, so I got that done as well today, so very happy I did that. Now there is some sentimental value with this particular garden ornament because my late mum bought it for me, so obviously it's not something I want to throw away just because it's got a little bit broken. So it's also time to recommission the pond after its winter hibernation. I think the weather's warm enough now for me to be able to switch on the pump. So obviously I just decided to clean up I think they're water irises. So I gave them a bit of a clean up, and obviously once they were done, I could start the pump up. Also a great time to get the garden lights back out again. I normally pack them away at the end of the summer each year, and put them in a box in the shed so that they're protected from the worst of the elements, and decided to get them out and distribute them around the garden. They're basically like these artificial flowers, and they've got a little solar panel on them and a little battery obviously inside the solar panel. And at night time they all come on, and they've got these great little colours, and they look pretty good at night. So there we go, a couple of hours work, and I'm quite pleased with the results. Just giving everything a little tidy up, just so I've made it a nice little environment to be in. So if I'm really stuck here properly over the next couple of months, at least I've got a nice little spot out in the garden that I can go and sit in if the weather's nice. Now as for the shed, that's next on my list. Right now the shed has turned into this giant junk room. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I haven't made any astronomy videos lately, apart from not having the good weather or the clear skies, although we did have a clear sky last night, although it was a little bit hazy, is I just can't move in my shed. And it was never intended to be a shed, with lots of junk in it, but sheds tend to do that. You start off with a nice clear space, and then over time things get put in there, and then over time the junk sort of breeds, and next thing you know, you've just got this this just big junk locker that has to be sorted out. So I'm hoping I can be able to sort a lot of that out, but eventually I am hoping to make a workshop in the shed at the back of the garden. So I'm going to need to clear all that out, and then kind of think about a workbench and get some power tools and stuff in there. But that's for a whole other time. That's going to be done when all the conservatory's been done. So that's not going to be at least till the other side of the summer. But yeah, all of this is, it's temporary. Like I say, once the conservatory's done, which will probably be the summer now, then I'm probably gonna get rid of the white stones. And I mean they're fine, but they're a bit of a pain to they go everywhere, and I mean, it's fine now, but within a couple of weeks all the white stones will start being kicked onto the grass again, and it's a bit of a pain. You need some sort of barrier, but then it becomes a trip hazard. So I think I'm really thinking perhaps, I mean, if I have I'm going to have two sliding doors here in the new conservatory, and I keep thinking Japanese style. If ever you see those traditional Japanese houses with the sliding doors, they've usually got a wooden walkway outside, and then it goes onto a Zen garden. So I've sort of got this image in my head of opening the patio doors, and then you've got a wooden walkway immediately outside of the conservatory, and then probably not a Zen garden, but just grass, just nice grass or something. I don't know. These things I've got to think about, but obviously I can think about those once the conservatory has been done, assuming it gets done, assuming we're not in this situation forever. So there we go. That's just a video log from Rickweld in this unprecedented time. I think we can safely say. Stuck at home now, got a little bit of a space in the garden to sit if the weather's nice like today, although I'm going to go and have a shower in a minute because I feel all dirty and sweaty and horrible. I may, like I say, I may do a VR type video at some point in the future, possibly this week. Now, if you are interested in watching any VR tours that I do, let me know in the notes below where you would like me to go, where you would like me to visit in the world. I'll be using Google Earth in virtual reality, and then we'll go off and have a little explore together. So if you want to suggest some places below, and if I can go to them, I will. And that could be quite fun. It's sort of like slightly interactive there. And also just let me know if you kind of like to see this type of video, or whether I should just, you know, not give up the day job and just stick with the van videos or whatever. Yeah, be interested to hear from me below. So that's it from this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Do be sure to look after yourself and after each other. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.